heading into Lowe's for 3 2x4s, 2x3x8. And all I need to do is maybe get some lag bolts or bolts. Zigzag running and cars going. Past the crowd and get on going to the wood. Going to Lowe's and trying to get the best piece of wood of the worst quality in this area, man. I tell you, this is probably an outdated piece of wood, 2x3. You're never going to get anything like this ever again. So here I am. I'm ready to go build my thing. I got 3 pieces of wood on the bottom. These are my plans, 29 inches. And I'm going to mark it off the best I can. I'm going to work with one 2x3x8 to make my frame. I don't have a pencil sharpener. And yeah, this is what I gotta use. I got my measurements that I need. I want to double check it, 29 inches. Let's cut this. In this step, that the width I'm looking for my needs, and this is what I'm going to be doing with an armed chair. I'm going to take some measurements, already laid it out, and I'm going to measure about 25.5 inches each piece. So let me cut 25.5 inches. I'm not perfect, nor is everyone picture perfect, but I got 30.5 inches and 30.5 inches. This is my side. This is my front, my back. And my next step is to figure out where the T goes. I turned the board sideways. I moved the boards in and I marked where I'm going to be drilling some holes on each of the sides. So I'm going to come here, maybe put lag bolts in. Right now I'm just going to temporarily drill some holes right here. For me, I'm just going to put in a couple of screws and go back and forth. Want to match things up and lock it into place. Do the best you can for yourself. I like to come back with some lag bolts, 2 for each. I don't have enough or the right sizes. This is not perfect wood, and I did the best with what I got. I got a second drill, and that's it. Just drill my holes. Sorry if my hand's in the way. And like I said, replace with lag bolts, and I'm good to go. And I just got to go back over it. And this is a temporary hold, as you can see. Let's get this one going in there. Now I'm all done. I got everything all taken care of. There's my frame. I want to sink my screws. All I do is just put a special bit on, and I can sink my screws, cover them up. I'm good to go. Never know they're there. We have our base completed. I'm going to take the time now to paint my base with what I have. My desk is white. My top is blue. So I'm going to paint the bottom white. I got 2 pieces left over. 2 2x3s by 8s. I'm going to place on the side. I'm going to drill in. I'm going to get the height I need and take the leftover wood. I'll show you with this little piece right here and make my shifter on the US version side. That'd be the right hand side. you could hear the sim going. And here we are, just about got one coat of paint on. We'll come back and get another coat on there and finish up when it all dries. I painted high gloss white, what I had left over. Paint dried. And my next steps are, I have here is a number of other things I got going. I have a board that basically what I've done, my controller came in, I marked it, I drilled my 2 holes, made it a little wider going down, and I drilled a hole so I could run the cables through. And I painted it white. Still got to put another coat or 2 on. My board is 30 inches. It could be 32. It could be 28. It's the width of my modification wheel stand. I have 2x2s, which I painted. I cut to the width of the board, so it goes on here. Then I cut the height of my wood. I don't know if that's perfect or not, but that's the square end. And this is 25 inches for me. Put the board on top, put the wheel on there, sit at your chair, and measure where you're comfortable. I have to cut the other piece, and I have to paint. I got 1 5/8. I'm going to sink the screws. We have a correction. I need to unscrew, bring in each of the bars, and screw down. The reason for that is now it could sit in here perfectly the way it's supposed to be. I'm all done. I could cover the holes, leave them as is. This is 2.5 inches. Basically, it's 1 1/4 to the center. This is 7 inches, 3.5 to center. I'm going to eye up 2 holes to drill. I'm going to carefully drill pilot holes and sink the screw with the special bit. Drill bits. And lock down with the 2-inch screw. For added stiffness on the top, I could sink in 2 holes on each. We'll check that out later. This is my test fit. I can adjust it. I simply place it in against the board, and I have my stand halfway finished or 3/4 of way finished. Put the wheel on and then work on the bottom of the pedal and brake and clutch. I'm going to continue to paint while working on the next step. While I'm waiting for wood to dry, I'm thinking of making a right angle cut right here, and here, and laying 2 boards down, nailing it down or raising it up, maybe on an angle. Maybe put a pipe here or something, pull it back and put some screws, and this way I have my foot. I got them over there cut out. There's not much more I can do now but put a second coat on and then build my shifter in the area of the right-hand US version side. Important tool we use. I made myself some 45s. What I want to do is put bolts in here and then fold this down like this and have it sit there nice and flush. I never planned it. It just came out that particular way. I don't got all the tools, but hopefully I'm going to drill my hole and everything's lined up right. This is the bolt I need. It goes in there and locks in solid. I don't have a nut washers at the moment, but it goes in there, and this is what I want to do. I want to drop it down. Maybe because this is on an angle, maybe because the hole's wrong. That's not going to bother me at all. But I need to drill another set of holes here. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as I have it centered. For now, I got these bolts. I tighten this down. I take my shelves that I need to put together, join together, put some dowels, raise them up, whatever. And there I got. I'm going to take tape. I'm going to place one over here to stick on. I got the holes. I'm going to stretch this nice and taut. And I'm going to repeat for this one as well. I'm going to take a marker. I'm going to feel for the holes. Or just take something that I know the holes are there. I'm going to take the board for me. I'm going to center it the best I can. Take the tape off and lock down. Give a little pressure, lift away, mark my area. I'm only doing the outer side. And drill my pilot holes and sink my holes. So I'm going to put this on this particular side, like so, with these bolts in here. As you can see how they court, make life a little easier, a little bit bigger hole. Before securing down the pedals, a second piece of wood over here, so this way we push this back, for example, so it could sit flusher. Or just bring 2 additional holes with some measurements on both. I'm all built. Just gotta basically lay this down on the floor like so. I just gotta lift it up, lock it in. And these are my boards that you just simply put on, and you could screw it down for your liking. And there you go. It's foldable. Put some bolts in there, I'm locked in. Put your shifter here, put your controller here, your steering wheel. I got a little slot so my cable could go under, or put it under altogether. Very simple, but I'm scratching this design. I'm not using it for the reasons of, I want something to be a little bit more portable for me. It even stands up. Let me show you what I've done. This is what I've done for me. I put 2 pieces of wood, one on each side, and 2 pieces of wood. If I had the router, I'd be able to make a slider and lock it in. And I may just need to drop it down once. But everything here is all set up. It's on a piece of board that you see it's got a piece of wood. All I do is here, is I line it up. I put it into the slot. I take my time. I put it to where I need. Is strong enough to do what I want, and switch. Put a wheel chock down, push it in all the way, pull it out some, your choice where you want to be. I feel that I need to be just a little lower. The chair's up high, and I want to clear this part, and that's the problem with the other stand. I did not clear this part. You'll decide your option for your build. I hope you enjoyed this quick build and what I personally like for a desktop. Take it out, put some hooks, place it on, out of the way, to the side, just like that.